Hello commanders, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at trading and the ships that will help you perform this activity, what is the best ship progression, and of course what will cost you to buy the ships and turn them into sufficient traders in order to make enough money and eventually be able to afford an Anaconda. And we are going to start with the Type 7 transporter, which in my opinion is the first serious trading vessel in Elite Dangerous. There are some other ships before the Type 7, such as the Type 6 and the Asp Explorer, but they are not as good as the Type 7. They could be used in trading up to a certain degree, but their cargo capacity is not that good, so they are better in rare goods trading and other similar activities. The Type 7 transporter has a very nice cargo capacity. It can reach up to 216 tons with a shield generator equipped, and in order to turn it into a sufficient trader, you don't have to equip it with the best available modules. You can downgrade pretty much everything, even the shield generator. As you can see, I have a D4 equipped and make it an excellent trader. The only module that is important to be the best available is the frame shift drive. This will increase your laden jump rates. With this loadout, my Type 7 has a 17.26 light years laden jump rate, and this will give you more opportunities to find some great trade routes and make a nice profit out of them. As for the hard points and the utility mounts, as you can see, I have only a chaff launcher and a hitch launcher equipped in order to keep it as cheap as possible and of course increase my jump rates. As you gain experience with this ship, you will realize that it is hard to avoid other ships, it is hard to evade interdictions, so you will need to have some protection. You can put some shield boosters and some weapons. Turrets will be fine, but you could go with some gimbals weapons as well. Every bit of protection will be nice. And of course, the more money you make, you can start upgrading some of the modules if you want. You can even upgrade the shield generator to replace the D4 with an A4 and gain some extra protection. The cost to buy a Type 7 is at around 17 million credits, and this certain loadout will cost you around 6.3 million credits, so in total you are looking at an investment of 23.3 million credits. There are many players complaining about how bad is the Type 7 transporter, but that's not really the case. In my opinion, this is an excellent raider, but the real problem is that you get the Type 7 right after the Asp Explorer, and the difference in maneuverability and agility and the way it handles is huge. This is why it seems really bad for some people and it is hard to get used at it. But in general, it is a very nice trading vessel that will help you make a lot of money and progress further in the game.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Something else you should be careful when you are equipping your trading vessel is to not downgrade it too much. Do not downgrade the modules too much. You still need to keep it fully functional in order to make money and avoid difficult situations. A very tricky module is the power distributor. If you downgrade it too much, you won't be able to boost away and escape some nasty situations. For example, if something interdicts you and pull you out of super cruise, you need your power distributor working properly so you can boost away and get out of there. Next in the line is the very good Imperial Clipper, which with this loadout with a shield generator of D3 can go up to 240 tons of cargo capacity, more than the Type 7 actually, and have a similar jump range with the Type 7 at 17.19 light years laden jump range. Again, I try to keep it light and cheap. I haven't equipped anything, just a hitch launcher and a chaff launcher. The Clipper is an excellent alternative to the Type 7 if you don't like how the Type 7 flies and if you don't like how it handles. You can skip it entirely and go for the Imperial Clipper. The cost of this ship is not that much higher than that of the Type 7. It will cost you around 22 million to buy the ship, and to equip it with this certain loadout another 7 million, so in total we are looking at a cost of around 29 million credits. So you can keep trading or do whatever else you're doing with your Asp Explorer, save some more money and go straight for the Imperial Clipper. The only problem is that you must have the rank of Baron with the Imperial Navy to acquire the ship. It is an excellent ship, very fast, very agile, that will help you make enough money, and of course you can use it for every other activity in the game if you are bored from trading or you want to perform something else. It is an excellent, solid choice, and you can skip the Type 7 entirely for the Imperial Clipper. The only problem is that it is a bit wide, its design is a bit weird, and it requires some attention where you are entering a station. But other than that, it is a very nice trading option.
Warning, landing gear not deployed. Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
One of the best ships in the game is the Python. It can perform every activity in the game and of course is an excellent trading vessel as well. Its cargo capacity can go up to 284 tons with a D3 seat generator, and its jump range with this certain loadout can go up to 16.41 light years, the latent jump range. Again, I have it as light and cheap as possible because it is an already expensive ship. You can equip it with pretty much everything you want. You can put shield boosters, you can put weapons. Because of the excellent placement of the hardpoints and the excellent power the Python has, you can put fixed weapons or a combination of fixed and gimbal weapons and turn it into a very good armed freighter. You could of course upgrade the shield generator not only to an A3, but you could also replace a cargo rack for a better shield generator, and you will still have enough cargo capacity to make profit. In that way you can turn the Python into a purely trading vessel or a hybrid combat trader. You can add whatever you want. It has enough internal compartments to put some exploration modules in there and still keep some cargo racks, having a decent cargo capacity. Turn it into everything you like. The Python is a bit expensive though. It will cost you around 55.5 million credits to buy the ship itself, and to equip it with this certain loadout, which is cheap loadout, it will cost you around 7.5 million credits. So in total, in order to get a sufficient trader from a Python, you will need an investment of around 63 million credits. The greatest advantage that the Python has over the other trading vessels is the fact that it can land on outposts. That means that you will have a lot more opportunities to find some good trade routes and earn a lot of money, and this is why you should keep the Python on your shipyard. You should keep one of these ships even after you have acquired an Anaconda or a Type 9. It is in general a very good ship to have, and you can perform a lot of activities with it.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
After the Python comes the Type 9, and now things are getting serious. This is the ship with the biggest cargo capacity in the game. It can have up to 500 tons of cargo capacity with a D5 shield generator. It is a big and heavy ship, and this is why the jump range of the Type 9, it's not that good. It can go up to 13.11 light years, the latent jump range, and this is going to create some problems for you. You will have to search around for routes that are inside that distance, or you will have to perform multiple jumps in order to complete a nice trade route. Again, as cheap and as light as possible, but if you go out there without any weapons, you are gonna have some serious problems. You need some turrets or some gimbal weapons, although they are not going to work well against smaller, faster and more agile ships. You need at least some turrets to protect you and some shield boosters. The problem is that the more modules you equip on the Type 9, the lower your jump range will be, and this is going to create some problems in finding a proper trade route. The cost of the Type 9 is at around 74.6 million credits. It is more expensive than the Python obviously, and in order to equip it with this loadout, which is a cheap loadout, it will cost you an extra 23.5 million credits. So you are looking at an investment of 98 million credits, almost 100 million, to run this ship as a pure trader. And this is all that the ship can do, trading. It could perform as a miner, but its agility is not that good to be inside an asteroid belt, and it can't defend itself very well, so I would avoid it. In general, I would avoid playing in open play with trading vessels such as the Type 6, Type 7, Type 9. Especially the Type 9 is a death trap in open play, unless you have some other players protecting you, unless you are in a wing. Type 7, Type 6 can escape other players, but the Type 9 is another story. You will need a lot of ship boosters, you will need some turrets, and you will need players to protect you in open play. It will be better for you to stay in solo or private groups until you are familiar with the ship and what it can and can't do. This is one heavy and slow ship. If you think the Type 7 was bad, then you are gonna hate the Type 9. Personally, I find it okay because it's great trader, it can make you a lot of money, but it will take a lot of time to get used to the way it flies and the way it handles. The slightest error can send you drifting for miles actually, and it is a very wide, a very big ship. It requires extra attention when you are entering a station. You practically block the whole entrance, and it is so easy to scratch the surface of your ship. I won't. Well, it's been a while. It's a difficult ship to get used at, but it definitely worth the money. And this is because it is the only ship that will get you closer to an Anaconda fast enough. And there we are. Here is the Anaconda, the best trading ship in the game, the biggest ship in the game. With this loadout, it has 452 tons of cargo capacity with a shield generator of D4. In my opinion, even though it has 48 tons less cargo capacity than the Type 9, it is the best trading vessel in the game, and this is because it is faster, more agile, easier and more fun to fly than the Type 9, and it also has this amazing laden jump range. With this loadout, keeping it as cheap and light as possible, we are sitting at 20.27 light years laden jump range. Absolutely amazing, and it will help you find an excellent trade route and make a lot of money. Of course, I will never go out there like this because it is the most expensive ship in the game. It would be nice to add some more protection and more weapons. The cost of the Anaconda, to buy the Anaconda, is 143 million credits, and to equip it with this loadout will cost you around 23 more million, so in total you are looking to spend 166.5 million credits in order to get a decent trading Anaconda. Let's go ahead and upgrade the defensives and the weaponry a bit and see what we get. With 3 gimbal large pulse lasers, you are gonna destroy pretty much everything that tries to interdict and stop you. Players are a bit more difficult, and if you are planning on playing on open play with the Anaconda, you will have to equip a lot more weapons and shield boosters. At the moment I have 2 shield boosters of A0 equipped, and I have also upgraded the shield generator to an A4. It is the same to run around with an Anaconda and only have a D version of a shield generator and no weapons. It will be better for you, it will keep you safer to have some weapons and some extra protection, and as you can see, our jump range is still excellent, 19.60 light years later. It is the best trader in the game, and it is the ship that will help you make a lot of money and do whatever you want in Elite Dangerous. A lot more fun to fly than the Type 9, and it is also easier to get inside the station. You don't block the whole entrance, there's still space for other ships to come in or get out of the station. You won't have any real problem. The only problem that you are going to have when you first buy an Anaconda is to get used at how to enter the station. You have to aim a bit high at the entrance point. You are not going to enter like with the other ships in the game, so you have to aim high in order to get inside without scratching the surface of your Anaconda. But after a while it will be very easy to get inside the station and land with this big ship.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
This is the best path to follow while trading. This is the best path to follow when you want to upgrade ships and get the next ship in the line, and of course finally afford and buy an Anaconda. This is also the path that I have followed in order to buy my Anaconda. You could skip some of the ships such as the Type 7 and the Type 9, but I will advise you to take advantage of the bigger cargo the next ship in line has. You could stay with the Asp Explorer and save extra money, gather some more money and go straight to the Clipper or the Python if you don't have the rank that is required for the Clipper. And of course you could stay longer with the Python, skip the Type 9 and go straight to the Anaconda, although I would advise you to at least get the Type 9, which is an excellent trader and will make you a lot of money. Thank you very much for joining me watching this video. I'm Squid of Love, fly safe commanders, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.